Yo guys, what's good? It's Saturn back here with another video. Today I'm going to be going over 5 simple tips to managing your money from paycheck to paycheck, guys. This doesn't matter if you're bi-weekly or weekly. Use the same process. If not, just double it up or whatever. Most of this is just like setting automated stuff and all that, so it's not really nothing about saving money, like a set amount of number or anything or a percentage. So we'll get right into it, guys. First things first, by setting up automated transfers to investment accounts, retirement accounts, or stuff like that. So either a set amount or a percent. So me personally, to my 401k, I have 10% or 11% of my own income that go out, and then of course my company matches that, whatever. So that's the amount of percent that goes to a retirement. But for my own personal investments and stuff like that, I have a set amount of cash I set aside for that, because it's easier for me and it's easier to understand what I'm going to have at the end of the year for me, because each check can be different, which means each percentage is going to add up to a different amount of money each check. Because I don't make the same amount of money every week, because mileage and stuff like that. So it kind of just depends on how the week's going. And by the way, guys, it's snowing here. It's really cold here in Tennessee today. I think it's like 20 something on the thermometer, but it feels like a lot lower. So yeah, guys, make sure y'all staying warm if y'all down here in Tennessee. It's probably colder somewhere else, but that's cold to us at least. But okay, step 2, guys, download an app that can help track subscriptions and your money. So basically, I don't know what kind of apps are out there. Just basically find you an app, do your research on YouTube, of course, and on Google and stuff like that, so you know you're not just going from one person. And do your research on this app. Make sure it's a good app. It has a good reputation. It has a good views. Check the online reviews and stuff like that. You want to be able to track every dollar. You want to track every dollar you can spend. Me personally, I don't sit here and track every single dollar like, oh, this, and this. I give myself $50 to go spend on if I wanted 20 ounces that week. If I want something while I'm in a store real quick, I can get it. I got $50 to spend that money, right? So that's the way I do mine. But people say to track every dollar. So I mean, track every dollar, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way. This is my opinion, and off the wealth building and the money building that I do, this has really helped me out and stuff like that. So you know, you help track your money, know where it's going, look for subscriptions and stuff like that. And this will tell you where your money's going, whether it's in subscriptions, you know, and just dumb stuff like that. We buy a lot of dumb stuff every month. I mean, stuff that we don't really think is we're really buying, like PlayStation Plus. I got PlayStation Plus right now. I don't even play my game like that. I think I might have hopped on once this month so far, and we're already like 13 days in. I hopped on for like 10 minutes, or not even 10 minutes, probably 5, and I'm paying $10 a month for that. So therefore, stuff like that, things that you can see that you can cut out and stuff. These apps will help you understand where your money's going and what you can cut off, and you might not even remember you have a subscription for that, and you can cut that off, you know, stuff like that. Step number 3 would be create a written budget and understand where your money goes and how much you have left, either on paper or on spreadsheets. So basically, me personally, I do paper. The spreadsheets online, though, that I've seen people use, I think they have them on the Google Docs or whatever. Those are really awesome. I'm really thinking about getting into it. Me personally, I love paper because I like to just be able to go back and look. I have a finance notebook, so it just, I don't know, it's just something about the progress for me. It's kind of like my own little journal or whatever of my financial notes, even like past businesses and stuff. So I kind of just keep it all in there, and it makes me pretty happy. And I hope one day when you know, way better than where I'm at right now, that I can, you know, look back on that and see where I came from. So that's really why I do it. But the online spreadsheets are really nice. You can even use them for like your net worth and stuff. They have like net worth ones and stuff like that. But just when you write down, yes, you can use these apps and stuff, but when you write down your budget and you actually understand what's going on paper, and you give yourself, like, let's just say 200, okay, let's just use a check for me, for instance. I get a set amount of money, $140 for groceries, $50 for myself, $74 for gas, and let's just say that's it, right? And then $60 for a phone bill, whatever that thing is, budget that money. And you know, and of course, like $450 for savings or $400 for savings, this amount for investing. Whatever you got going on, whatever process you do, create a tight budget that can use up all that money. And it's not like, oh well, I got $100 left, I'll just give that to myself. It's not what you're supposed to do, man. If you got $100 left and you give yourself $50 as part of the budget, put that $100 towards either investments or savings or something that's gonna go up in value. Just don't blow it on yourself. But of course, make sure you're giving yourself money enough to go have fun, because if not, you're gonna end up going and just all out. I've done this plenty of times. I've done this 3 or 4 times. I save up all my money for 3 or 4 months straight, don't do nothing. And then I go like on a 2-month blast of just spending every check I got, no money going in the savings, maybe like $100 every month or every check. I mean, and some people, that's what y'all are going to be doing, is 100, and that's all y'all can do. But for me, I could have put way more back at the time. So when you write down a rent and budget, it really helps you understand where your money is going, how much you got of everything, and it kind of implants it in your brain. Because anybody can be like, yeah, I got $74 for gas, but here it shows that, hey, I got like $400 in the account. And I recommend, if you have a bank app, Cash App, anything like that, to do separate, and this is my opinion, this is what I do to help organize my money, do separate files and accounts. Like I have one for my checkings, and then I have one for gas, and then I have one for groceries, and then I have one for savings. Which savings is usually what I just keep on that card, because usually my big savings I put on a whole nother account, whole nother bank account, excuse me. But yeah, do stuff like that. And we're finna get into the next one, which is the 4th step. So the 4th step is for savings, like a big savings, maybe like a car purchase, or you know you're gonna be saving for a little while, even if you're just saving for an emergency fund. Make an online bank, like a high yield savings account. I've went over this in one of my past videos, so you can go back and check that video. It's a high yield saving account video and what they are and how they work. So for savings and long-term growth and stuff, you know it's going to build interest for a little bit, for maybe it might take you a year or 6 months to sit here and, you know, grind for whatever you're grinding for to save up for, or it's just an emergency fund that you want to have handy. Might as well put it in something that's going to be gaining more money than not, and it's going to be in there long enough. Now, if you're saving up for something in a week or two, I don't recommend putting it in a high yield savings, because I mean, it's not going to really build any interest off that, at least from what I've saw, because I've had to do that before. So for savings and stuff like that, that's going to be in there for a long amount of time and higher amount of money, and of course a good amount of money in there. It's going to build interest and give you basically free money back. I mean, if you're grinding for a car and it's going to take you a year and a half to save up, throw that bad boy in high yield savings account, and you're going to get that. You're going to get better rates than what a normal bank would have, basically. So instead of only getting 0 or 1.1% interest on your $100, you can get 3.3% interest. That's what mine offers right now. And of course, the feds, when they cut rates and stuff like that, the stuff does change. So don't be dependent on that rate. Just know you're getting more interest than what you would in a bank. And there's also apps that do competitive, but make sure to check the fees and like the minimum balance you can have in these things, because they can overcharge you fees and stuff like that. I use Ally. The only thing is that you can only withdraw so much of amount, but whatever, it'll work for what I got, because I use it for my emergency fund. And lastly, guys, here is step 5, and we're making this video kind of short. It might hit the 10-minute mark, it might not. But cancel any unwanted subscriptions, and where you can cut cost on more lenient things like gas for spending money. So basically, when you do your budget, you're going to go ahead and do this. You're basically going to see everything. When you have this app, you're going to write down all the subscriptions you got. This is what I recommend. If you got this app, write down all the subscriptions you got and stuff like that. And then write down everything that you want and everything you don't want, everything you cancel, what's the price of this. So let's start from the beginning here. You're going to get all subscriptions. You're going to write down the prices of all subscriptions. You're going to see where you can cut that cost. Do I use this anymore? Do I use this anymore? Do I really need this anymore? Am I really using it? If you're not using that much, cross that bad boy out, take that off. You're going to save that money every month, right? And keep doing that with things like subscriptions and other things that maybe you can see where you can cut costs. Like me, for example, I can cut cost on gas. I mean, I give myself $74, but really I could probably go off $60. But the $74 equals up to about 2 tanks when gas is high. Like when it's like 260, 270, or something like that. My car can do 2 tanks off there, or a tank every tank's $37. So 2 tanks would be around $74. So that's why I have it such there. So just in case for inflation for the gas, because I do my job and I drive a set amount of miles everywhere. But that's good enough for my job and for my home life as well. So that's what I give myself for gas. But could I cut that down a little bit? Yes, if I wanted to be really strict, but my budget is so, you know, not bragging enough, but I have such a, you know, a clear way with things that I don't really have to cut that, because that $10 really is not that major to me. So it's better just to have it for inflation. So when that does rise back up, I do have that money on me, and I'm not being like, oh dang, I have to take out of my check-ins or my savings or something. So that's why I do that, just for inflation, just in case. But if you really need to cut back and you're only being able to save like $100 a month, and you really want to cut back, that $10 will add up. That $10 is really not nothing, like I said, but that $10 will add up. That's, you know, $120. If you put $10 back, that's $120 a year. Doesn't sound like a lot, but you put that in S&P 500 or something crazy like that, over time that's going to grow. It might not make you a millionaire, it might not make you even 5,000, but who knows? That's still money. That $120 is worth more than $120 when you put it in something like that. It keeps growing, but it can also decline too. And then this is a bonus. So I know I said 5 steps, but I have a bonus here. It's not too important. Give yourself a set amount in a week to spend on yourself for activities and fun. I've said this, so this is kind of why it's a bonus, because I know that I was going to say this. And guys, I know there's a lot of mess ups in this video, a lot of stuttering, a lot of over talking, but guys, just bear with me. Today's been a crazy day. I got off work kind of early, so kind of just sitting here grinding out these videos, because yesterday I didn't record it all, but I already had some setback and stuff like that. So I just uploaded my new video, how to make 2026 your year, so make sure to go and check that out, guys. But yeah, that's basically the 5 steps to manage your money. In the future, I'm going to do upgrades on probably all these videos. I'm probably going to do upgrades on all these videos I'm posting right now, just as of right now, so I don't procrastinate. I'm throwing these videos out there, not just throwing them, but I am taking my time and recording these videos and trying to put as much effort as I can in them. But I know there's not a lot of editing going on right now. I got my phone, so I'm just recording on my phone. I'm keeping it raw. I'm keeping it real with y'all guys. But in the future, I do plan on making these things a little bit more easier and a little bit more structured for y'all, because all I literally do is go on my notes, type out what I'm doing, and kind of freestyle off that. And if I forget, I'll look at my phone. Now I'm kind of just being raw with y'all guys. I'm trying to just be real, because that's what I like to watch. I like to watch people. I like to watch their mess ups. I like to watch when they have good moments. I just like to see life. You know, I don't like to see this picture perfect thing on YouTube. I like to see life. So finances come with life. So if you're on this channel, you're in it for the rawness, because finances isn't always money coming in. There's a lot of money going out, and a lot of things that break that you got to fix, and a lot of problems that you got to, you know, put money towards. So it's life. You're going to see the mess ups in finances. You're going to see the mess ups on this channel. You're going to see the weeks where I barely make any money. This week, I told you I brought home $1,200 last week. I brought home, I think, $757 this week. So there you go. That's almost half of what I brought home last week. So therefore, there's going to be bad weeks. There's going to be, you know, cheaper weeks, but it's winter. So, you know, we're kind of just bearing with it. It's been kind of slow at work, so we're kind of just doing what we can. But yeah, guys, like I said, you know, these are 5 steps to managing your wealth. Use these, or managing your paycheck. Use these, guys, and I promise you will see a difference in 6 months to a year, even 3 months. You will notice a difference. Just use these things, set an amount aside, create a written budget, go on a spreadsheet, do all these things, guys. Fill your mind up with God and knowledge of money. Just go look at these finances, go and look at debt, go and look at all these things, study them, understand what you're getting yourself into. Don't just go buy something and go do payments with it without knowing what you're really doing. You know, understand what interest means, understand what that means for you in the future and stuff like that, guys. So just please go study, do your own knowledge, guys, and just go out there and have fun. Keep God first, live a happy life, build up your wealth while you're at it, guys. And this is Saturn, and I'll catch you on the next video, guys.